3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 57 of Adults with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
I am the Unbreakable Spirit. Let's run through the topics.
Topic number 1.
Has Dominic Mysterio's heel turn actually worked
Topic
or paid off in any way?
number 2.
Kurt Angle says WWE should have turned Roman Reigns heel a while ago.
And number 3, results.
The results of the Survivor Series War Games prediction battle.
Let's jump in with topic where you know the drill.
Yeah, I believe you are starting off.
Yes. So, has Dominic Mysterio's heel turn paid off in any way? Start the timer, please. And
It's already going.
Okay, and my honest thought is, I feel like Dominic's heel turn, and I don't mean to be critical on it, has kind of not, like, it's worked out to an extent, but honestly, I would say not really, because I thought, like, it was going to go somewhere with his father, Rey Mysterio, but it was just, like, I thought the rivalry with Rey Mysterio was booked poorly.
I feel like all it's done is put another Mysterio child in an on-screen relationship with an Australian wrestler.
What do you mean?
Aaliyah Mysterio and Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
The funny thing is, Rhea Ripley is dating Buddy Murphy.
Yeah. My honest thoughts, like, I thought that this whole Dominic and Rey rivalry was gonna, because I thought, because my honest thought is, I thought the whole Dominic rivalry was booked terribly because, Rey didn't want to lay his hand on his kid when he's in the kind of business where it's like, bro, this is your job. This is what you do.
You literally put your hands on other men all the time.
Like, bro.
The only reason you don't want to put hands on Dominic is because you're afraid you'll be charged with what? Child abuse?
The kid's bro, it's your job to beat people up. Suck it up.
Yeah, you literally hit people with your knees on a nightly basis.
What are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are, I will say I don't think it's Dominic's fault per se.
Okay.
It's more of Rey's reason that the heel turn sort of flopped.
Okay. Explain.
Because it's like you said, Rey didn't want to harm his son. And it got so bad that WWE literally traded him to SmackDown for Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Because I will say, and I have not said these thoughts before, but I honestly thought that with the day Dominic turned heel, I honestly thought that it was going to lead to such an intense personal rivalry with Rey, like a whole great Dominic father-son great rivalry that was going to end with Dominic retiring Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. And like that'd be good because I've mentioned this multiple times on the podcast. WWE has the trademark for Prince Mysterio. If they're not using that for Dominic, what are they doing?
I mean, because another thought that I've had on this, like, don't get me wrong. Him being a part of Judgment Day, he's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It helped get the I like the Judgment Day group. Don't get me wrong. They got like it helps with them getting heel heat a lot more. But I also feel like is that like no like it also like I feel like bleh. I feel like Dominic's heel turn was good for like, it definitely was surprising for when it happened a couple months ago. But I also feel like it would have been more interesting if you did have Dominic join the Judgment Day and just have Dominic be a solo heel.
Yeah. Also, I kind of like. I also think what a reason it didn't really work
Work
that
out?
well is the WWE Universe didn't have much of a connection with him. Like, yeah, the Ruthless Aggression era guys have known Dominic since he was a kid in that custody ladder match. But what about, like, the newer fans? Like, honestly, no disrespect to Dominic, but he should have gone to NXT so the fans could have an actual connection with him.
I mean, because don't get me wrong, Dominic has been doing this since 2020.
Yeah, and how many matches did he have in NXT?
That's not really like that big of a. I honestly, truth be told, I kind of agree with you on that. That yeah, he should, but it's not really in our control. But my honest thoughts is like, I thought like, no offense to Ray, but I thought it made Ray kind of look kind of weak. Where it's like, oh, I don't want to lay my hands on my kid, and it's like. I thought with him like recently going to the Mysterio house and beating up his father in front of his own family, I thought that would give Ray like a reason to actually be like, okay, I'm done with this.
But they're not on the same show anymore.
Brad, does the Bradford question? Does the Bradford actually even exist?
I don't even know anymore, dude. Like, I've seen rumors of, like, new tag team title designs or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, overall, has the heel turn worked? Nope.
No.
The timer just went off. We're going to take a break and then hop into topic 2.
Yeah.
And we are back with topic number 2. Kurt Angle says WWE should have turned Roman Reigns heel a while ago. And I actually have a quote for this. I'm going to paraphrase it because it's a very long quote. And basically what he says is that, well, basically what he says is he agrees with the WWE Universe when Roman was being overpushed. And he should have just been turned heel.
Yeah. Because I will admit, and I have really shared my thoughts on this in a while, is, don't get me wrong, the Tribal Chief run has been absolutely amazing, and it will definitely be something that won't be touched ever. Like, the run that Roman Reigns is on, I don't think will ever be touched again.
Yeah.
His world title run. But it does make me wonder, what would have the Authority been like if it was Roman Reigns to turn heel and not Seth Rollins?
Believe it or not, a lot of people actually thought it was going to be, I'm going to call him what he currently goes by, Jon Moxley, to be the one to turn. But Roman Reigns for a long time was a fan-designated heel.
Yeah.
And I think both of us were kind of in that boat. For those who have no clue what time period I'm talking about when Roman Reigns was being shoved down our throats and WWE saying, "You're gonna like him and you're not gonna say no. Just
I mean,
like him already."
no. You know what's kind of funny? They're kind of foreshadowing to his current character if you honestly think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because and the reason I'm saying that is like they're saying, "Hey, acknowledge me as the guy." Now, it's literally his catchphrase.
Yeah, like not even The Rock could get the fans to cheer Roman Reigns when he won the Royal Rumble.
But my honest thoughts on Roman Reigns, should he be in a heel turn? Yes, I totally agree. But my only problem with Roman Reigns nowadays, and don't get me wrong, I acknowledge the tribal chief, is that my only problem is that I feel like sometimes there are situations where Roman Reigns should just be pissed off.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have no problem with the tribal chief. None whatsoever. I'm just like, you know what? Because at this point in Roman Reigns' world title run, however many days, is like, bro, like, quite frankly, Roman Reigns should have been a heel, yes, but I'm kind of glad it played out the way it did, because if it didn't play out the way it did, then we would have not gotten the tribal chief.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I agree with you in a sense, but I was one of those people that was really annoyed when Roman was being like, we were like being force fed to like Roman Reigns to the point where WWE would literally mute the fans booing him. They would literally mute it.
Okay. Great.
Like, and like, yeah, Roman has the trouble. That's great. But Roman is good at being a heel. And if I remember correctly, the Shield, when he debuted, were heels.
Yes, they were the bodyguards for CM Punk, and then they were the bodyguards for the Authority, and then they became a babyface faction.
Yeah.
Like my honest thoughts is like Roman Reigns as a heel has been great. Like, but like I will say is that with how Roman Reigns, and don't get me wrong, back then when Roman Reigns was being shoved down your throat, at first I was annoyed by it, honestly, as most people were. But I eventually just like, you know what? No matter what I do, I'm like, no matter what the fuck
no matter what we do, we can't change how WWE thinks.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna see stuff how it plays out. Don't get me wrong. The Big Dog Roman Reigns was an okay character. It was like, it was all right. But I think what honestly changed everything about Roman Reigns was the night he announced to the world that they announced that he had leukemia again.
Yeah, and he was going to have to go. Yeah, and he had to go away for a while.
And then for most of 2020, there wasn't a peep, not a single word, nothing.
Yeah.
And then
he came back.
And then he came back at SummerSlam when they were well, you know the deal. Everybody knows.
Yeah, and he was a babyface for a while. We got a little bit of a Shield reunion, blah, blah, blah. Then COVID hit, and he had to go away for a bit.
Yeah, then he came, And then we're like, oh, okay. You know, there was like some things about like, you know, they booked a triple threat no holds barred match, which was kind of weird. Between him, the Fiend, and Braun Strowman, and then like Roman Reigns like was acting a little.
And he didn't sign the contract until literally the perfect point. And by this point, he had already been revealed to be a Heyman guy, people.
Yeah, when everybody saw is like, I'm gonna win back the Universal title, then when he said that's not a prediction, at the spoil and the camera just pan, we all saw Paul Heyman. We're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that was the snap. I can't snap. That made people realize, oh, Roman isn't back to be a good guy. He's back to be a heel.
Yeah, and then
this is what we wanted.
Yeah, and then he got into honestly the best. And then his first half was trouble. And then we saw how different he was when he absolutely started. And he had those two matches with his cousin, and then well, that just launched into everything.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Topic 3.
All right.
We'll be back. Hello, everyone, and we are back with the third and final topic of Survivor Series War Games.
Was that supposed to be a William Regal impression?
See.
Yes, we are back with the Survivor Series War Games prediction battle results.
Yeah, I just said. Oh, right, results. Right, yeah, whatever. Anyway, all right.
You're gonna be leading this.
Yeah. Okay, you know the drill. All right, so the first topic, the first match was, in no particular order, for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You got Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey. Not surprising, Ronda Rousey won.
Yep.
Which means I was up a point.
Also correct.
Then we got the Women's War Games, which was meh. It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
And Team Bianca won the match.
Which has us at a tie.
Yep. And then we got probably the best match of the night. We got the U.S. Championship triple threat.
Yeah, I would say that's the non-War Game stipulation match of the night.
Yeah, great match. Austin Theory's character definitely, changed. And then the match had a very unique ending, I would say.
Yeah?
Because, in case you forgot, Matthew, Seth Rollins was going for the Superplex Falcon Arrow when Lashley speared Seth Rollins, which caused Austin Theory to land on him to get the pin to win the title.
Oh, yeah. Which, for the record, people, that means no one got that match.
Yeah, my thing. You be quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, but so what? Am I not supposed to talk?
No, wait, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, nobody won that shit. And then the main event.
Hold on, you forgot one.
I did?
AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah, we got AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Again, another solid match.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't the best match of the night, though.
No. Another solid AJ Styles won. Matthew won that one.
Yeah.
Then we got to the men's War Games match, which I have to say I thought would be more violent.
Yeah, but of the matches that had a War Game stip, this one was definitely the better of those two matches.
Yes. So, because going into this match, we were all wondering, hey, is Sammy going to stay with the Bloodline? You know, that was the entire storyline of this match. But at first, it started off, because remember, the Team Brawley Brooks had the advantage, which was a bit of a weird, was a bit weird, but okay. You know, as the match started to get in, eventually, Roman Reigns stopped his brother, stopped Jimmy from getting, and it was like, nope, hold up, Sammy, you go.
Yeah.
Because before this match, there was, Roman was trying to question his...
He wanted to test the honorary Uce.
Yeah. He definitely, yeah. And then the other Uso came... then the other Uso came in. Then, the other team started to get more members in. I forget. And then eventually, it was brutal for a part. Then Roman came in. They started beating the crap out of each other. Apparently, during that match, Roman Reigns was pissed off when Kevin Owens slapped him because that shit was not planned.
Yeah.
He was legitimately cursing, and pissed off. Because Roman Reigns has said is that, hey, the only person that knows my angry button is my wife. Roman Reigns has said that.
I did not know that was a quote from Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he said that. He said that. Before, he said that on Jake on Logan Paul's podcast.
Oh, Impulsive?
Yep.
Wait, is that... Did he say it on the episode where Paul...
Yep.
Oh, God.
It's on the one that led up to their match at Crown Jewel.
Yeah,
Right.
I was going to say, the one where Logan wrote to check his ass turning cash, which we were right about, mind you.
Yeah. Anyway, he got in, and then during that match, Sammy stopped Roman from almost being pinned by literally stopping the referee from literally touching the mat. Sammy's like, this is my camera. I'm like, because the weird thing is that the weird thing about this match is that Sammy Kevin was trying to get him to portray the bloodline, even though I'm like, wait, I really didn't understand why would Sammy listen to Kevin Owens when all the way back in NXT Kevin Owens portrayed him first.
Yeah.
Come on, Sammy. I thought it'd be
Yeah, and I will say, for stopping the referee from counting, I think JD McDonough did it better.
And why do you say that?
Because he literally grabbed the referee's hands and was like, you're not counting the 3.
Yeah, I will admit that. That is something. In any professional wrestling company, just don't do that.
Yeah.
Just in the middle of a triple threat, just be like, no! Anyway, but yeah, He gave him a low blow. Asked the tribal chief, am I accepted? Roman just nodded. He Valuva kicked him. He held him.
Yeah, the storytelling in this match is what makes it the War Games match of the night.
Yeah, he held him. He looked at Jey Uso. He's like, flop. Here you go. Morgan. Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. Bloodline wins.
And that leaves us with a tie. Now, I have the coin flip. Yeah. I have the coin flip app. I'm going to flip it, take a screenshot, and send it to my co-host to see who wins.
And by the way, something I did notice that I had to point out to my colleague here is that the Bloodline finally has their own Titantron.
Yes.
Now.
All right, since you won the last match of the prediction battle, I'm going to let you call it. Heads or tails?
All right, I call heads. Why are you flipping it again?
I accidentally messed it up. So is it okay if I just reveal it? Because
yeah, go ahead.
So I flipped it, and when I went to take a screenshot, I accidentally flipped it again. It landed on heads. I lose, which means at deadline, the executioner will get pick number 1. I hate these coin flip tiebreakers. WWE, bring back kickoff matches.
Yeah, I will. That is something that I want to. Okay. Survivor Series War Games. Overall,
it was a good match.
Pay-per-view,
whatever. Yeah, but
my only problem with it was why do they still need to have the red and blue?
I don't know. Did you also notice in the graphics one side had SmackDown and the other had Raw?
Yeah, well, admit I did kind of notice that, but other than that, I thought the War Games Survivor. No, if this is going to be the new thing for Survivor Series, if this is going to be like the evolution of it, I could honestly say that I'm honestly down for it as long as the both men and women's War Games match have the right kind of storyline, because it only makes sense. Like, hey, if you got if you got like a bunch of group of guys that are like pissed off at like if Roman Reigns is, I wouldn't be surprised if Roman Reigns is still champion. If you got the other group of guys that are just like, I want to beat up the tribal chief, because at this point, who cares he's done the tribal chief? But
There's probably someone, they're just not currently employed by World Wrestling Entertainment.
I mean, it could be Cody, or I don't know. All right, anyway, we're done. Roll that outro.
Yeah, we'll see it. You'll hear us next week. Roll that outro. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner,
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis121, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussion. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.